Guys, the village is on fire. Things are thick. Things are hot. Well, my goodness. Guys, I have always been told that congrats dad ni moto wa kuotea mbali. That means congrats dad is a fire that you cannot get close by. You cannot get close to it. It is fire that, you would rather stay away from. My goodness, guys. Yes, we know that he is a strict papa. Yes, we know that he is a papa, who does not like crap. We know that he is a no-nonsense papa. We have heard all this, even from his children. Guys, I heard one time DeeMwango talking about how they grew up. Not even one time, many times, when they are talking, they're remembering their, childhood, those fond memories of how the papa was so strict. How they never used to play, he was a no-nonsense papa. When he gives chores in the house, everybody has to do what they're supposed to do. Guys, I have just seen something, a short clip of him dealing with someone. And this person is supposedly Baba Ann. And guys, the thing is, this video has no front, has no back. You don't even know where it's starting from, where it's ending. It does not tell you anything. All you see is a very angry congrats dad and Baba Ann throwing insults and standing there like a stooge. And then there's somebody who is pulling congrats dad, away from Baba Ann. I can't quite tell who this person is. I don't know if it's David Jr. Guys, my eyes are failing me. Now, I'm watching this video. I could not make out why they are fighting. I could not make out who was the aggressor. Guys, just because Baba Ann is standing there and just throwing insults, he is a man who fights with a mouth. What I saw. It is a shame, guys. Oh, yes. He is a man who is fighting with his mouth, while congrats dad is fighting with his hands. Anyways, guys, what I'm trying to say is this. You cannot quite know who began this whole mess. Because somebody may begin a war and then they stand there looking nice, so that when people look at this video, people will know that he was the good one. He has been attacked. Now congrats dad was the aggressor. So now people are going to feel sorry for him. It's going to be a pity party. Donations are going to come. People are going to condemn this family and all this nonsense that they normally bring out on the streets. This circle. It's normally, it just goes round and round and round. Guys, it is a pity for somebody to be recording. And that is what I'm saying, guys. This Baba Ann could have known that I am going to bring drama and then you are going to record. Because he knew that he was with his son right there. Listening to this clip, guys, you cannot tell who began the fight. You cannot. I know people are going to do videos. People are going to come out here and say, oh, it is congrats dad who is the bad one. You saw how aggressive he was. You saw what he was doing. You heard how he was insulting this papa. This other papa was also throwing insults, guys. It's only that you could not hear what he was saying, but he was saying stuff. It is only that this other papa, congrats dad, is one who is loud. His voice is normally loud. Even when he is giving a shout out, he is normally loud. He has got a strong voice. So you could clearly hear what he was saying. And then again, guys, he was just being himself. And he did not know he was being recorded. But now this other one knows that his son is recording. So he has to try and pretend and be nice. And the son is recording while laughing and giggling and all this. And it seems like there are two of them, at the back of the camera. Now, guys, people are going to use this video to begin a lot of hullabaloo on the streets. Just because, guys, you see somebody fighting. Tell me, guys. Let's be logical here. Just because you see someone fighting and the video begins from the middle of, in the middle. It does not begin from the beginning so that you can see who threw the first punch. Maybe it's this papa, Baba Ann, who punched him first. And then when this other one got angry, now he started to pretend that he is just there. And, that is why he was talking, mumbling and saying stuff, under his breath. He was not shouting because he did not want people to hear exactly what he was saying, guys. This is a setup. Oh, yes. This is a pure setup. This family, guys, they have tried everything. Can't they see how much they are failing? Can't they see that they are getting nowhere with all this setting them up, trying to... You saw the other day, Matiko's mother calling out to David Jr. and telling him, get out of my land. And yet David Jr. is on his land. Tell me, guys. These people are looking for this family left, right, and center, day and night. These people are strong, guys. Imagine living in a neighborhood where every single day it is about your family. If it is not about your mother, it is about your father. If it is not about your father, it is about your sister, about your brother, about your uncle, about your dog. Guys, they even talk about Bosi Mboka. They even talk about Mat. They are talking about Kenya, Marwa's cat. They are talking about everything and everyone and all the pets, even the horses. Guys, it is a shame. It is a pity. I have heard this, is it Baraka or Baraza child, the one who was filming. He has come out to do a video where he is talking about this papa. Congrats dad attacked his father for nothing. So Congrats dad just came from nowhere. Guys, picture this. Congrats dad came from nowhere, from his house, and then he was walking, and then he found, he saw Baba Ann on the road, and then he just went and pounced on him for nothing. Clearly, guys, there must be something. And the fact that this boy is not talking about it, the fact that this boy does not want to tell us, then that makes me question a lot of things. It makes me question what he is hiding and why he is hiding it. Is it because they are the ones who are the ones who provoked this whole situation? Is that the reason? Why isn't he coming out clean? The only thing he is saying in the whole video, where he is talking in circles, saying one thing over and over again, he is saying that I am the firstborn son. I don't want to see any kind of this kind of thing again. This thing should not replay itself. I cannot stand this. I'm going to condone this. I'm not going to tolerate this. That is all he is saying. And I just want to ask him, young boy, you have said in your video that they insulted you, David Jr. and family. They insulted you, that you are poor, whatever. And then now they are beating up your father, and you're telling us that your father is being beaten up for nothing. Okay, now this is the second time. The first time it happened. Now it has happened the third time. So what makes us believe that you will do anything the third time? Of course, you're not going to do anything. Instead of you, taking a camera and starting to record and talking nonsense, as a young boy, you should be seeking advice from the elders, seeking advice from, the chief, somebody doing something of substance, of importance, not coming out here with a video trying to talk crap. Saying that father, I don't know David Jr., I don't know whatever. I mean, it does not help with this attitude. These people better understand that sometimes it, and this is how, guys, this child has been raised. Because what can you say? Instead of talking something substantial, he's coming out here to tell us how it's not going to happen again. Okay, it happened the first time, he did nothing. Now it has happened the second time. Or maybe even this is the 10th time, because everything is never captured on camera. You know, oh yes, but it's more than once, because I remember the very first time they came out with a lot of noise on the streets is when they said that David Jr. had attacked, I don't know, one of them, and they were out here saying that next time we are going to record, we did not record this time. And I remember their audience telling them, oh, make sure you're always recording these people, make sure you always record everything. Now that they record everything, what has ever happened? You know, sometimes, guys, oh, record even the police, record what? People who want to get you into trouble. What kind of subscribers are this? Okay, now he has recorded this one. So you subscribers, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, they have recorded. Guys, you know, before running to record things, people should, instead of him, guys, even the father would have been hurt. Instead of him going to help his papa, he is busy recording. That's why I'm telling you guys, this is a setup. They had planned this whole thing. I am going to provoke this papa. You are going to start filming when he starts to become aggressive, because they know that this papa is a no-nonsense papa, and maybe they know that he's got a short temper. And they know that he is quick. Mkono yake inafunguka haraka. You know, he's got a quick hand. Maybe they know that. And so now they are provoked so that he can act, so that they can capture him on camera. They have always wanted to capture this papa. If you all have noticed, always, guys, they have always wanted to capture David Jr.'s father on camera. And now they feel like they have achieved. They feel like they have achieved a big time. And that is why, guys, I have just seen a post by Mzungu Pebbles. Let us read this post, guys, before we continue. In the meantime, guys, have you subscribed to this channel? Please hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, and start commenting in the comments section, guys. Let me know. Can you judge from a video that does not show where the brawl began? A video that doesn't show where the fight began. Who was the aggressor? Who threw the first punch? Who threw the first insult? How can you tell by looking or by watching this kind of a video that it is Congrats' dad? Who is the bad person? Guys, let us read this post by Mzungu Pebbles. So this is what Mzungu Pebbles says. Conrad, the church deacon and alleged wife beater, attacked the elderly, helpless old man while Miss Daisy cheered him on. He threatened to off Baba Ann. See video below. Conrad is a bully. My God. Mzungu Pebbles, I don't know who translated this whatever video, whatever Congrats' dad was saying to you. I don't know who translated this to you, but guys, I did not hear at any point Congrats' dad saying he is going to off this old helpless mzee. And now he is, Mzungu Pebbles is trying to make it seem as though this Baba Ann is such an old, helpless mzee. This mzee who was working at Morimi's, was it Morimi's place? Remember when they were digging and everything, the trenches and everything to dig the foundation for building the house? This papa was there. Very healthy and strong. A very helpless old papa. Huh? So how old do you think Congrats' dad is? So Congrats' dad is the young, very strong, and what? I mean, how can you describe him? Guys, these two Moazes are the same Rika. They're the same age set. Or is it age mates? That is what they are. So coming out here, Mzungu Pebbles, to try and make it seem as though this other one is, the old one, and this other one is much younger, is that what you're trying to... It doesn't make sense. And guys, before I do the translation, I'm going to listen again. Maybe I missed something. I want to hear the part where he is saying, Congrats dad is saying that he is going to off Baba Ann, because what I had was, I am going to beat you. I'm going to beat you. That he said numerous times. He said, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to discipline you. I'm going to beat you. About offing him. Somebody must have lied to you, Mzungu Pebbles. People like drama. People like, and that is why I was saying, even this boy, his son, to start filming from in the middle of nowhere, it is because he did not want to film the part where his father was being the aggressor. It is as simple as that, guys. Now see, somebody has already lied to Mzungu Pebbles that this papa has said that he wants to off this other papa. Something that was not said in the video. And this part where also Mzungu Pebbles is saying that David Jr. was, cheering him on. Was that David Jr., first of all, guys, who was pulling Congrats dad away from Baba Ann? And also, if that was David Jr., it means he was pulling him away from the fight. Okay, assuming that is not David Jr., where is David Jr. cheering his papa on? Because I cannot see David Jr. there. I cannot hear David Jr.'s voice up to the part where, please note my words, up to where the fight is over, if at all there was a fight. And this Baraka is filming the wall. He's filming towards the side of David Jr.'s compound. And that is when David Jr. says, you have no right to film our compound. And this boy responds to David Jr. by saying, this is our home. Because I think he was outside their gate. And so he was filming towards David Jr.'s home. So he was telling David Jr. that I am at our home. I'm at my home. And David Jr. was saying, you have no right to film here. You have no right to film our home. So where is it that David Jr. was cheering Congrats dad on Mzungu Pebbles? What is happening, Mzungu? What is happening? Is, the recent fire, has it made you confused? The jibes that you got from Black Beauty, what is happening? Because you are seemingly a bit confused. Did you watch the video or were you told? Because if you're watching the video, you do not see David Jr. anywhere cheering the father on. And the only thing David Jr. says is, stop filming our compound. And also, another thing, Mzungu Pebbles, this boy also Baraka is talking. So why aren't you thinking that Baraka is also saying bad things to David Jr.? Why is it only that David Jr. is the one who is saying bad things, or rather cheering his father on? Why is it that you're not saying that Baraka was also cheering the father on? Because he also was talking at some point, in the video. As a matter of fact, he was laughing. So, very happy at what was transpiring. Let us not have these double standards, double speak, and also something else. Just because somebody is a church deacon does not make them superhuman. They are as human as can be. They are like you and me. They are flesh and blood. Guys, if Jesus himself got angry, and Jesus is not a human being, Jesus is a God. You know, he is God the Son, according to Christianity. So this God the Son, when he was on earth, he got angry, you know, his flesh side, you know, his humanly side, because he came down as a human, even though he was born through the Holy Spirit. Okay, fine. Let me not be preaching here now. My point is, he also got angry and overturned the tables in the temple. And this is Jesus, the Son of God. Now, how about man, flesh and blood? How about MORAA? How about Congrats Dad? How about even you, Mzungu Pebbles? How about everybody else? You know, even you, Mzungu Pebbles, got mad when somebody, came for you, and you also came for that person. Does it mean that you are allowed to come for somebody, but Congrats Dad is not allowed because he is a church deacon? Yes, I understand, guys. I understand that, when you have, these positions, when you are a grown-up, when you are a mzee, when you are all these things, much is expected of you. However, guys, we do not know the level of provocation that was leveled against this Mzee Ondari. We don't. And guys, if I truly saw that Mzee Ondari is the one who was the aggressor, he is the one who started the fight, he is the one who is provoking people, if I knew that he is fighting people for no reason, like Baraka is saying, then guys, I wouldn't be doing this reaction video. I wouldn't be doing this reaction video because I would not be happy to see Baraka and family being put down. Guys, I just did a video talking about Dancing Grandma and Mwita and how davyjnr and crew are disrespecting them. You know, I was not happy. I felt like they have been, disrespected too much. Yes, they have done all they have done, but it is too much, There should be a limit to everything. So what I'm trying to say is that even in this scenario, if at all it was davyjnr's papa who was the aggressor and who did this family wrong, I would not have done this video. And that is the truth. So I am doing this video because I believe that this papa may have been provoked. I don't know. And the fact that Anne's papa was standing there, throwing words at Mzee Ondari and his son filming, it raises eyebrows to me. And that is why I am doing this video. So I don't care how the lazy gang come, 70 of them, to start saying how this papa is aggressive. Remember how they ran with Marwa's story, and yet Marwa was also trying to protect himself, how they ran with that story, left, right, and center every single day, branding Marwa as a bad person. Now they are going to do the same with Congrats Dad. Congrats Dad, I'm sure, does not care. He is not a content creator, and if they really feel like they have been wronged, they should go to the authorities. It is as simple as that. But now you will see them coming out to do videos on YouTube, trying to get sympathy from subscribers, trying to get money, go and report to the police station, go and do this, and yet they will not go and do it. They will keep the money in their pockets. These people, guys, are something else. If somebody for sure is coming for me, guys, we have seen even politicians in this country being arrested. So when they come out here to say that Marwa's family, they use money, they cannot be arrested, blah, 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 all this nonsense, it is just a lie. If they follow proper channels, if indeed somebody has wronged them, then that person must be brought to book. But because they never have any evidence, they never have, because they know that they are the ones who always provoke this family, then they cannot go. They will just go to the police station and then they will come back and say, oh, they want money, oh, this and that. I remember, guys, Agiz's sister, Baraka's other sister, The one who's building a house, the one with Mama Ann's channel. That one. Agi, I don't know. That one. You know whom I'm talking about. Now, if you all remember, the time that this Baraka and Junior had a confrontation, she went to the police station to report, and she was told, you are not the one who was attacked. So how do you come and report on behalf of somebody? On behalf of somebody else? And then I think, they were saying that it is their father who had been insulted. And so their father also went to the police station and came back and said that you cannot get any help over there. And I remember they came out here and said they are going to go to other offices, they're going to go to other people who are, the relevant authorities. Clearly, they never went. Guys, these people, it is just drama that they love. They just love this pity party thing. They are always looking for donations. They are always looking for sympathy. That is what it's about. And that is just my opinion, guys. Baraka, if you really wanted us to believe you, particularly me, you could have filmed this fight from the beginning. You cannot come out here and tell us that actually, guys, Baraka has just sold his father. Baraka has told us that it is his father who was the aggressor, because he says that he was sitting somewhere or he was doing whatever it is that he was doing, and when he turned around, he saw his father fighting Conrad's dad. That is exactly what he says, guys. That is exactly what he says. So, Baraka, why are you condemning Conrad's dad, and yet you have just told us that it is your father who was fighting him? So in this case, it is Conrad's dad who was just defending himself. Guys, for Conrad's dad to be yelling like that, he must have been provoked. And some things are just common sense. He was really mad. And he was talking to this papa, telling him that, you have no shame. Even a house was built for you. And this papa is saying, are you the one who built the house? Shameless. It is his son who built the house. So you cannot ask that kind of stupid question. You cannot. Guys, you cannot ask that kind of stupid question. And, Conrad's dad, really amused me when he said that, yeah, the house you are living in was almost falling on you. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to laugh. Because some people are clearly ungrateful. Yes, ungrateful is the word. Guys, let us watch this clip, and I will come out and, just shed light here and there of what they are saying. Let me just show you what I have been talking about. So first of all, guys, Conrad's dad is saying, toka hapa, like get out of here. Clearly meaning that this person had trespassed. Like maybe it's like me telling you to get out of my house, or get out of my compound, or get out of, somewhere that you're not supposed to be. Get out of here, toka hapa. And of course, he goes on to insult him and say, ng'ombe wewe, I mean cow, you're a cow, get out of here. And if you have never been beaten by a man, I am going to beat you up. I am going to beat you up. Get out of here, you cow. I am going to beat you up. Those are the words that Conrad's dad is saying. And guys, you never know how much he was provoked for him to get to this level. I repeat that. He is only human. He is flesh and blood. Oh yes. Let's go on, guys. You sold your land all the way from the river up to, wherever. And now your mind has gone bananas, you have gone berserk after selling your land, all the way from the river. I am going to beat you up. Those are the words of Congrats Dad. I'll beat you. Your day will come. Your day will come. Cow. You cow.
But don't be nyoko with you.
Imagine. Now this is a young boy. Nyoko means your mother. So now David Jr. is telling him, do not record our home. Do not record our home. And he is telling David Jr., this is our home. So Mzungu Pebbles, where is the place where he said, I'm going to off? Now, this is the part where Congrats Dad says, you have been built for a house and you're not even grateful. And then this papa says, are you the one who built me the house? And then Congrats Dad responds to him and says, the house that you're living in would have fallen on you. Like it was a very bad, dilapidated house. Basically, that's what he means. Are you the one who built the house? He is asking. He is still asking Congrats Dad.
Kaboom, kaboom. Welcome back. What's up, amazing people?
So now this is where this boy goes on to say that he is not going to he is not going to condone this kind of behavior again. And then he goes on to tell us nothing about the whole incident. So guys, with that, what I have shown you, how can you know where this thing began from? Congrats Dad could have been defending himself, which I think he was. He was clearly provoked, guys. He was saying, you're coming to play with there's something, I could not hear very well, but there's something, you're coming to play with my blah, blah, blah. I am going to beat you. That was, I think, the last sentence, before they went into, you were built for a house. Before that part of you were built for a house, he said, I am going to beat you. You are coming to play with my, I don't know, whatever. So it means it is this Baba who came to play with whatever it is. I don't know whether it is a compound, whether it is whatever, but clearly he was provoked, guys. He was provoked. Let me know what you all think about this video, guys. I feel like you have to protect yourself. Whether you are a deacon or a pastor or the Pope, you got to protect yourself. Whether you are an imam, it does not matter. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your sentiments down in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet already. Like this video and let us meet in the next one. Bye-bye.
Believer in honesty, authenticity, I'm a teacher. Social media, streets need cleaning. All these lies got people screaming, but I'm here to educate, illuminate. Clear the air, make it fair, demonstrate. Truth over lies, facts over fiction. I refute the nonsense, that's my mission. Truth teller, that's who I chose to be. Truth teller, setting people free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter.